Hello, hello, hello. It's Midnight Movie Gang. You're currently listening to Midnight Movie Gang. It is 8:45 p.m. Night Movie Gang. I'm here with my boy Joseph. Say hi, Joseph.
What's up?
What's up? I was about to be like, did it go bad again?
Hello.
Yeah. Today, if this is your first time tuning in, this is a show where we talk about horror, sci-fi, cult classics, lesser known, films, things, the non-mainstream films, movies. None of these movies you'd find at the Oscars,
Totally.
except maybe
No,
Frankenstein
sadly.
and Sinners,
Yeah.
um, which yeah, basically, today our main topic we're going to be talking about the Evil Dead movies, but I want to start this off
Yeah.
just with maybe a little baby new section just called "What You Watching." We're doing the show. It's every other week now as opposed to every week, so and because of that, like I know at least me, like I'm trying to absorb content because the world is crashing down around me. Um, but
Yeah.
we always come across stuff, and I wanted to just chat. Played any good games lately, Joseph, or read any good books?
I played a little bit of this game called Free Soul, Crisol,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's like an indie game from Spain, I believe. I think it's from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this like crazy it's like you can most compare it like gameplay wise to like Resident Evil, like the new Resident Evil games, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like early 20th century Spanish architecture and art meets like a world where like gods are recognized. It's a really weird and crazy unique game. I
Interesting.
recommend it. It's really cool. And you can also get it for really cheap. And also I've
Sounds
been
like
playing The Witcher 3.
sounds like the
But
trippiest part.
also I wanted to say what go ahead.
So no, I was going to say, sounds like the trippier parts of Assassin's Creed. Please go on. Just
Yeah,
Italy and
kind of.
gods.
No, yeah, yeah, it's pretty wacky. Yeah, people were comparing it to BioShock, but it's a lot more like I'd say like Resident Evil 8, the BioShock. I'm still looking for a game that's anything like BioShock. It's really hard to find.
Yeah.
Um, but I saw The Bride, uh,
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and I haven't heard a single positive thing about it on the internet.
People
Literally,
are hating
everyone
on it.
just hates it. Uh, I don't think it's a good movie. I want to preface it with that. I think it's very close to being a good movie, and people who listen to this podcast know that I like a big swing, even
Mm-hmm.
if it doesn't like necessarily connect. I like a big crazy swing, and
Big and
The
weird
Bride's
and
a big crazy swing. It doesn't always land. Yeah, it doesn't always land a hit. But I I was entertained. I'm happy I saw it. And I think Christian Bale and what's her name?
Jesse Buckley.
Ridley, I can't remember her name.
Jesse Buckley.
Wow, I was really far
She,
off. Yeah.
she just won an Oscar
Yeah, for Hamnet, right?
for Hamnet. Yeah, which I
Yeah.
was really happy about. She was really fucking good in Hamnet. She was my favorite performance of the year. But please continue.
She was I yeah. No, I know it's a goofy movie and it's really weird and stupid and pretentious, but I had more fun watching it than I did the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein, and I'll say that with my full chest. It was a
Say it
wild
proudly.
ride. Yeah, I don't care. I know that's going to be a controversial take, but
I will stand
that's where I
atop the
am.
mountain. Hate
I
me
was really
haters.
disappointed with Frankenstein,
Yeah,
especially after the Kenneth Branagh one we watched for the show.
yeah,
That Frankenstein movie was underwhelming to me.
yeah. I was gonna say like with
Anyway,
I was thinking about I was actually thinking about your take on Frankenstein because like I said the Oscars happened and then and that was Frankenstein got nominated for a lot. And I was thinking, would you say
hmm
I feel like you've been a bit disappointed in Del Toro before. Like I know that you were expecting more out of like Pacific Rim, for example. Like
yeah,
you've seen the Hellboy
yeah, I
movies,
think
right?
so. I think yes. No, I love Hellboy. I love Pan's Labyrinth. I love The Shape of Water.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think Pacific Rim was just a little too, I don't know. It was a little too standard Hollywood, I think, if I remember correctly. It's been forever since I saw it, so
Uh
it's
huh.
not, I probably can't give like a fair review right now, but
That's fair.
uh and then I think yeah, and then this Frankenstein movie, I didn't I liked a lot of the like production design, but I I just compare it to that crazy over the top Kenneth Branagh one, and I think the monster's more interesting, the doctor's more interesting. Uh,
It's darker. The Kenneth
yeah, and
Branagh one.
also the design of everything in that movie is cool except for the monster. I honestly did not like the way the monster looked. It kind of just looked like another fish guy, the
I thought
third Del Toro fish man.
I thought he looked like Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy. Ear-
Yeah, a little bit.
Early on, just
It's
like
too,
the
he's
too
too
blue.
clean. I
He's
don't
too
know.
blue. Is my thing. Frankenstein's got to be green. He wants
Honestly,
green.
yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah, honestly, Willem Dafoe in Poor Things looked like a cooler Frankenstein than this Frankenstein.
just like him by himself. True, yeah, just him by himself. Um,
The makeup, yeah.
yeah, but fucking, what was I gonna say?
But anyway, that's my recent viewing history. That and the Evil Dead movies,
Rock and
for
roll.
some reason.
Yeah, the Oscars happened. We attended, and I kind of helped run a little bit for the Franklin County Film Club a little Oscar like party at this like local bar.
Nice.
And it was nice to like people kind of came out. And also we had an Oscar bingo going on, and like a little like with a card it said like AI Conan plays ping pong on stage. An F1 car is on stage. Like the oldest human being you've ever seen, shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, and it was nice to have people out, but you know what?
Oh, they're still alive? Yeah.
Yeah, I will be from. But this has taught me. This is the first time went out to like an Oscar event outside my house, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to always watch the Oscars from home from now on, because like many times I was like,
Really?
I want to hear the speech. Like I needed. There were times where I
Yeah.
needed motherfuckers to
Yeah,
shut the
it's like
fuck
I
up.
know we're here having fun, but this is serious to me.
Yeah, no, too many people who were just there for the lulls. I'm like, I'm here. This is my Super Bowl. Like y'all need to.
This is my religion. Yeah,
This is like there's a lot at stake here.
I feel that.
Plus I was really mad about I
Yeah.
forget what your take was on. I was not a fan of One Battle After Another, and One Battle fucking swept.
It
Sinners
did. It did sweep.
Sinners won a good amount as far as like Ryan Coogler got his for adapted screenplay. It won like a lot of the technical stuff. Michael B. Jordan's win was really cool to see. Um, Although if Timmy had won, though, I feel like it would have been a big upset because people are mad at Timmy right now because fucking ballet and ballerinas or opera.
What?
oh, you,
I
you
don't
didn't
know
hear,
any of that context at all.
you don't know any of the
But I was
controversy.
mad at Timmy before just because I don't like him.
I was mad at Timmy
No, I don't
before it
know
was
any of the
cool.
controversy.
No, people are mad at Timmy right now
Yeah,
because a few days before the Oscars was
me
he was
too.
being interviewed by Matthew McConaughey of all people. And you could see in Matthew McConaughey's eyes when Timmy
Yeah.
said this, Matthew was a little bit like, "Oh, should that." It sounds worse than it is. I mean, so he basically he talked shit about opera and ballet as art forms. Basically, like he was making a statement just about like he wants to be on top in an arena that people like in an art form people care about, and he said something along the lines of like, yeah, not like old ones that are dying and we don't want to admit they're dying, like ballet and opera or whatever. Like he said ballet or opera or whatever, and he took a dig at ballet and opera, and people were like, ooh, so like
Yeah, I mean,
saying that
what?
those aren't
That
like
honestly, that's just Timothy Chalamet being a douche. That's like his whole personality. I don't know.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like for a while his
I mean,
brand was
but like those art forms are kind of dying though, aren't they? Like whether you like them or not, they are kind of not as popular as they used to be.
yeah. People just like took a lot of just gave him a lot of hate for that. I think especially because like he's in his like Oscar run for the second time, and people are like, you just need to speak more appropriately, just like being just like young and brash type
Yeah,
deal. But I wanted to say, as far as movies
yeah.
go,
I mean, yeah.
I want to mention one movie that I watched, and it's also a fun thing for peeps at home. If you have Criterion Channel, Criterion's streaming service, still recommend it. Wonderful, always something interesting on there. They have a fun new collection on there called VHS Forever, and basically all of the movies in this collection, new collection they have, either VHS tapes themselves or like video stores are like central to the plot of all the movies like in this new collection.
Sick.
And there's this cheesy horror movie on there
That's fun.
called Remote Control. I want to recommend this movie to everybody. It's a fun little horror movie. It's real short. It's called Remote Control, and basically, in this like small town like mom and pop video store, they get in a whole bunch of these mysterious tapes for this movie called Remote Control, and it's like a cheesy like 50s B sci-fi movie, and everybody who rents and watches the tape like goes crazy and starts killing people around them. Everybody who watches the
That's
tape.
fun.
And our main character, who's like the young,
That's a goofy concept.
who's like the young store clerk, is like investigating, trying to figure out what the deal is, like who's behind these tapes, who makes them, and it's like a big conspiracy theory. Like it's basically, somebody just one of the letterbox reviews I read described perfectly. He said, "This is they live for this is they live for fucking video store nerds. Like they live meets Clerks." like
Nice.
they live for nerds. So the point I'm watching it though, something that's like that I keep that was crazy about the movie is that the casting, the main guy, I forget the actor's name, I forget the character's name, but the main guy, I'm looking at it and I'm like, where the fuck do I know him from? This young actor, like, because he's like a teen in the movie, and I'm like, I know this guy older somewhere, I can't tell.
Yeah.
And Joseph, did you ever watch the Entourage TV show?
Never.
No, you
Not
never caught
once.
any Entourage. So there's a character
No.
in Entourage who's my favorite character. His name is Johnny Drama. This character, and his whole like shtick, Johnny Drama, is that he's like a washed up, like never really got to be in it. Like he's like a fucking D-list actor. Like he he thinks that he's like an A-lister, like leading man, but he's really just like this old dude who just like does these like weird little roles. And I'm watching this movie Remote Control. I'm like, holy shit, it's
Nice.
Johnny Drama. it's
It's true to form.
and yeah, no. What's funny is that like I'm watching like this
It's
is
true to his
totally
character.
this is the kind of movie. So in my head canon, the movie Remote Control is a movie within the Entourage universe.
That does make sense. That's funny.
Yeah.
I
So
like that.
That's how it
It's
was.
like when you see Danny Pudi in the back of a shot in Cougar Town.
And you're like, whoa, like Abed was there the whole time. Yeah,
He was there and he pooped his pants.
and he did on the set of Cougar Town. No, or did he? That shouldn't matter. When's Community Season 6 coming out? That's oh another.
That's a good question.
Today.
Watch my dinner with Andre though.
Yeah. Oh, the trailer for Dune 3 came out. I want to talk a little bit about that. The trailer for Dune 3.
Yeah.
And he's bald this time.
This time he's bald.
This time.
There's prosthetics.
I'm mad that they're not calling it Dune Messiah because the book it's based off of is Dune Messiah. It's a better book than
It's
the
a
first.
way cooler name.
It's also a way better
It's a
book.
way better. Way. Damn.
I'm
You might have to fight Avery on that one.
I'm curious to see who because the main character in the book is Paul's sister, played by Anya Taylor-Joy in the movie. So I'm curious to see how she's gonna be.
I see.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one.
Oh, that's Paul's sister.
I've been really feeling the pull of wanting to rewatch those Dune movies. By the way, like I think we're removed enough from the hype.
Yeah.
I think we're removed enough from the hype that I can like really kind of like I don't know appreciate them more, if that makes sense.
I never felt any hype for them. So I think that might have fed into me liking them more than you. I'm wholeheartedly detached from the Dune franchise, like whatsoever. I had never even seen the David Lynch movies or movie. I had never read the books. I knew nothing about it, and then I saw that movie and I thought that's a cool big movie, big epic sci-fi movie.
Yeah, but
I had no baggage with the Dune franchise
I got
before
lots.
seeing that movie.
I got lots to say about Dune. I got lots to
Yeah.
to say about my old stinky sci-fi. Um, like I want to prepare it a certain way. I need my
There's
sci-fi
a
pack.
right way and a wrong way to do Dune.
Oh, that's another. Not even last one I want to mention before we talk about Evil Dead. For my buddy Jack and I are recording a new episode soon. Jack reached out to me, and we're gonna do a double feature of Danny Boyle's Sunshine and the movie Little Miss Sunshine.
Nice. The
Very
iconic double feature.
very different vibes. And I watched Sunshine the other. I'd never seen it all the way through. Like I'd seen pieces like when I was younger.
Oh
Sunshine.
yeah.
That's some sci-fi done right to me. Like
Sunshine Rips. Yeah, it's a
Sunshine,
great one.
Sunshine fucking goes so hard. And I dug like the twist. Like I dug the it turning into a slasher. Like I really fucks with it heavy. I'm like
Yeah.
yes, and then like sun cultists, just a sun cult of one, really.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Danny Boyle rules. Big
yeah,
fan of him.
no, for real. Also, I really liked how aggressively much of a dick Chris Evans is in that movie. Like he is the most like
He honestly
asshole in the
he
crew.
I don't think he ever played anything but a dick before he was Captain America, to be honest.
Yeah, no, he was real. He was. Yeah, I mean, he's got asshole face. I feel
He's
like.
typecast.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
gave
does. I
Scott
always
Pil-
think of his crazy eyebrows in Scott Pilgrim, yeah,
Yeah, the league.
where they really boost his asshole face.
I think the day we really lose is the day that we do a Scott Pilgrim versus the World episode.
Yeah,
That's the that's the
yeah,
day
I'm good on that for right now.
that's the day that we run out of ideas. when
We've lost the plot of the podcast at that point.
when there are no more worlds left to conquer, there is Scott Pilgrim. It's like
We will watch Scott Pilgrim.
it's like reverse Planet of the Apes. Like it is written in the
Blew it up.
in the darkest timelines. Yeah. Anywho, let's get into to Evil Dead a little bit. So yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
So how do I put it? So tell me about your first time with Evil Dead. Your first, would you Sam Raimi? How'd you hear about Sam Raimi? What do you would you? It was this. You said this was your first time seeing 1 and 3, right? 1 in Army of Darkness. This viewing.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Very
First
cool.
time seeing 2 and 3.
As for the show folks at
So,
home, I have
um,
2 playing on my VCR over here.
nice. Hell yeah.
Repping it.
Classic. There's another CRT TV that I had the chance of getting, but I've held back because
Damn.
um it's a 16 by 9 one, and it's like one of those like flat glass screens,
Ooh.
and that's just not that's not the aesthetic I'm looking for. I don't
Not the
know.
vibe you're going for. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I like a tall screen if it's gonna be a tube TV, and I like the rounded.
I
But
get you.
anyway, Sam Raimi, I loved the Spider-Man movies as a kid. It was my main exposure to Sam Raimi.
Spooderman.
Um, but as far as Evil Dead goes, for the longest time, the only thing I knew of it um, was like the impact that like especially Army of Darkness had on like the early uh first person shooters like from the 90s.
Uh-huh.
Um, like Duke Nukem, Blood, Shadow Warrior, a few other ones, even like Doom, carry like half of Duke Nukem's quotes are from Army of Darkness,
Yeah.
and the other half are from They Live.
This
Uh,
is my boomstick.
and that also goes for Blood. Yeah, exactly. Like honestly, the whole vibe of specifically Army of Darkness carries over to like early video games, like so
Yeah.
perfectly well. Like the tone is like 1 to 1.
Yeah, the
Of this just
Ash reaching his full
like
meatheadedness.
yeah, just Yellow just being a badass and making stupid quips because it's funny.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I'd seen Evil Dead 1 a little while ago when I saw the Fede Alvarez remake. And I think I think I was in a really bad mood at the time for some reason because I remember watching like half of Evil Dead 2 and just like being like, I'm not having a good time watching this.
Just
And
not
then
fucking with
I
bad
watched
trip.
it for this and I had a fucking great time. I think it's like my favorite one. I fucking love Evil Dead 2.
it,
I'm
it,
saying I love all these movies now. Like, they're up there in like my favorite horror movies.
the waves, chubby,
They're fighting us. We got deadites
deadites in the water,
in
brother.
the fucking yeah.
In the way in the high seas of the wide web. Our fucking our fucking God, I don't know why I went to I don't know there was a
You know,
stupid TikTok
parody.
I saw that I don't get into this. That was just talking about like how bad it was. Just talking about how bad streaming services were, and it's like, what are you people gonna do if you don't pay for streaming services? And he's like, I don't know. I think I'll find a way. And he puts on the One Piece straw hat, and then like the sound of like the pirate like do 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 do. So when I think of an internet pirate, specifically an internet pirate, they've got the One Piece hat.
Sailing the yeah. Nice.
Sailing along the Grand Line. I, don't know, I have a coworker who's really into One. I want to watch One Piece. Because I watched the live action One Piece season 1, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
There's no way in hell I'm ever gonna watch that show. There's like 5,000 episodes.
No.
I'm not even find it for like a 1,000 episodes, so
I'm talking about the what's it called?
I don't know if I'm gonna something new.
I'm talking about the live action, not the anime. I watched season 1 of the live
Oh,
action.
you don't want to watch the anime, you want to watch
Well,
the
I watched parts of it. So like I want not obviously like there's no way to watch. That's an
yeah.
impossible task. That um,
Yeah.
but my buddy
And that's what's holding me off of watching it is that it's so daunting.
yeah, like the only way I'd ever like truly try to watch One Piece is if I had. Have you ever seen the movie About Time? About Time with
Yeah,
Dumbo
I think so.
Gleason. They like, you know how like his dad says the way he uses his. You can time travel into your younger body is how the time travel works in that movie. And he's
Oh
like, I
yeah.
used it to read. I
No,
just
I
read
haven't
and read
seen
and
this.
read because I have all the time in the world to read. That's the only way I'd watch One Piece. Is if
Yeah, exactly. I don't have infinite life to like watch something I'm gonna be like mid on the whole time. I don't know.
exactly like I don't need to get the references. So
I
we were
just
talking about
watched One Piece. That's all I did.
that's all I did for all of eternity. So enough of fucking One Piece, but on to Evil Dead. So yeah, like your audio cut out real bad when you were talking about. So like you really enjoyed these movies. Sam Raimi from Spider Man,
Yeah.
obviously. So
Yep.
yeah, remind me one more time before this
I knew it
viewing,
from its
you had seen part of Evil Dead 2.
uh yeah. I had started Evil Dead 2 and I had seen Evil Dead 1 a long time ago and I'd seen the Fede Alvarez remake and I had never seen Army of Darkness
Yeah,
until now.
yeah,
Uh and that's where I am. That's where I was.
rock and roll.
How about
Yes,
you?
similar path of Sam Raimi to you as far as like Spider Man was my first exposure to him, and I remember when I first heard like that Sam Raimi was well known as like a horror director. I'm like the Spider Man guy, and then I'd rewatch the
Yeah.
the Doc Ock hospital scene from
The
Spider Man
Doc
Two.
Ock waking up scene.
Yeah, and I'm
That
like,
was
oh,
my
okay,
favorite scene. I had a friend like sleep over one day and we just watched that scene like fucking 20 times in a row.
it's so good.
That's like a specific memory I had is we just watched that scene and we like acted it out.
Yeah, it's
That
it's
scene in Spider-Man 2 when we were in like second grade.
it scenes like that, and then rewatching these Evil Dead movies, that always make me question what does Sam Raimi not like about Venom. You feel like Venom would be right up his alley.
It just wasn't in the comics when he was reading them, man. That's it. He would like them if he was a 90s kid.
That's true. Venom is extremely '90s coded, yeah, and like yeah, like
The-
Sam is way more inspired by like
it wasn't his yeah.
like Stephen King type, like fucking probably the
Yeah.
Romero ass,
It's
like
it's not
yeah,
yeah. His Spider-Man movies are getting to a very specific era in Spider-Man comics, and that's
yeah.
not the era that Venom comes from.
No, for sure, for sure, for sure.
They're like one-to-one recreations.
Yeah, or I guess I should say like maybe it's I can imagine Sam Raimi's interpretation of Venom, because the whole thing with like Venom is like people talk about like what's the best Venom, what's the coolest Venom. Like Venom's not exactly a deep character. Like he's kind of just got to be big and
No,
scary. My,
he's
my
Jekyll and Hyde.
my personal favorite interpretation of Venom, like period across the board, is the Ultimate Spider-Man video game on PS2 and GameCube.
Mm,
That
where he's
Venom,
just a monster. Yeah,
because the first thing you do when you play as him is you like eat a little girl, like straight up. You just like fucking,
yeah. He's scary as fuck.
and like you're that first fight scene. He's trying to eat you. He's like Eddie, no. Like it's like if they really how they made it so yeah monstrous. So this is life sucker. And then
I
even
always liked him in the PS1 Spider-Man game where he's just a dumb asshole.
yeah,
He keeps calling Spider-Man a wuss.
fucking pussy, Peter. PS1 Venom PS1 has a yeah, no, you can't trust this guy. Wait, hold up. Bring it for the audience. You can't. How can you trust this guy? Well, he's a goon.
I
Look at
like
him.
that design.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah, he's
iconic
just a
one.
triangle.
Straight up
Yeah,
from the comics for sure. There's a good. I'll show you right here. While I
that
got
was
it
my
up.
first exposure to Venom. I remember seeing him in that game and being like, "Who the fuck is that? It's like evil Spider-Man,
It's like Spider-Man with fucking Gene Simmons tongue, man. I remember the
but
first.
he's fucking huge."
I remember the first. I want to show you Venom, Miles Morales. When I was reading, yeah, Venom, Miles Morales. When I was first reading, no, not from this one. Venom, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. Spider-Man. When I was reading Miles Morales comics before anybody knew Miles Morales, I remember the first Venom arc of Miles's comic, and I remember I really dug how fucking more like monstrous they made Venom look. Like they made him look a lot more like
That's
animal.
sick.
Like he looks like fucking No
Like a
Face or
beast.
something. Yeah, way more beastie. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
find.
that's cool as fuck.
I gotta try. I want to see if I can find one more panel of this version of Venom. Oh yeah. Here's another one, like from one of the variant covers. Like he looks way
Sick.
more like animal-y and like fucking
Yeah,
blobby.
that's scary. That's cool.
Yeah, I always dug that version of Venom.
As he should be.
Yeah, should be murdery. A big murder blob. that's that's Venom.
Yes. Speaking of big burner blobs, Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. But yeah, no. So as far as my first exposure, I think I don't remember the exact. I really just I remember in high school watching one to get to two because everyone was talking about how like two was the best one, and I really enjoyed two.
Well, one's good though.
Yeah, one is here's the upon this reviewing Joseph, if and we're gonna have to put warnings over this motherfucker without a with the exception of a specific if you took one scene out of Evil Dead 1 would be my favorite but by far, just as far as like because I feel
Yeah,
like
I
I
know what
cause,
scene you're talking about too.
yeah no I everybody knows the scene, man. It sorry I thought I heard something. My Spidey my Sam Raimi senses were tingling. um But yeah, no, everyone, no, that scene, which we'll have to put a bunch of warnings over when we talk about it more in detail. But because for me, Evil Dead 1, I forgot just how effective of like not just like a good horror movie it is, like the first Evil Dead, but how like insane some of the practical effects like, towards the end. Some of just like like the creature morphing and like the wax like melting effects and stuff like all that like
Yeah,
in stop motion and stuff like it gets like borderline Lovecraftian. It's like it gets like really
yeah,
unsettling. And I feel like
yeah.
and it made me appreciate and I haven't rewatched it yet, but like I feel like we should do a follow up Evil Dead when Evil Dead Burn comes out this summer and talk about Fede is dead and Evil Dead Rise and shit. But really watching
Yeah.
Fede Alvarez is dead, I'm like, wow, you are totally going for specifically an Evil Dead 1 vibe, where like it is way more of like a
Yeah.
serious, like disturbing.
It's
There's
no,
still,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
they exponentially go up as like they turn into comedies as this as these three movies go on.
100%.
And the first one, honestly, uh, tonally, I do really like the first one because it's taking it the most seriously, but it's still like just trying to be like a fun horror movie.
Yeah,
Like
no, like,
it's not trying to be deep, but it is trying to be scary.
yeah. Two Evil Dead 2 historically has been my favorite one, and I guess to a certain extent, I guess it still is because I do think Evil Dead 2 rides the line perfectly as far as like you could have your argument of whether like
Hmm.
I enjoy all three of these movies. If I had to like rank them, I think Army of Darkness would be at the bottom for me, just as far as like Army of Darkness was a lot of fun.
That's fair.
It had a lot of really impressive practical all the skeletons at the end, bro. The skeletons with
Yeah.
beards and the voice, like all the designs, like the Tom Kenny
Yep.
ass skeletons. Like just from like a production
Yeah, I'm
perspective
a
and like
big fan of the skeletons.
yeah, and just from a creativity perspective, like my Discord profile picture was like one of the bearded skeletons from Army of Darkness for a long time, actually. Which is so like 13-year-old's Discord like profile pic. But anyway,
Absolutely.
what was
This
it?
these all three of these movies are hardcore like 13-year-old core.
Yeah, except maybe the first one. I don't know. But
Dude,
Evil Dead. What were we talking about with Evil? The Army of Dark. I think we were talking about like the shifting in tone. Um, of each.
yeah. Yeah, well it's really it's a lot like Saints Row 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
If anybody can like make that connection where it's like 2 was like a really good balance of like it's like this it's funny, but you can still kind of take it seriously enough to like be engaged with it. Uh 3, honestly, like Army of Darkness feels like a kids movie for adults a little bit.
yeah. It's the it's designed to
Like it's
be
Looney Tunes.
it's I'm pretty sure it's rated PG-13. Oh,
No, I think it's rated R.
Army of Darkness. Hold up, wait.
It's because it's got a big fountain of blood, and he cuts his arm off and shit.
Yeah,
He
but wait.
dismembers people.
I remember when he cuts his arm off in the Army of Darkness flash. I'm pretty sure it's PG-13 because I remember. So you looking the blood splatter doesn't happen. Oh, never mind. It's rated
That's
R.
true.
I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah,
Never mind.
barely.
Folks at home.
It's barely rated R.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel to the point where like me saying that, I guess it didn't need to be
Yeah,
necessarily.
1 and 2 are a lot more shocking, for
Yeah,
better or worse.
yeah, no, for sure. A lot more violent, a lot more sexually explicit. I mean, both of them like have some sexual explicitness. I mean, the first one has the scene, but yeah. So basically, I
Yeah.
think this was the enemy talking about my history with these movies. So yeah, so it's like in the last few years, like Evil Dead 2 is the only one of these movies that I have really ever like properly returned to. Like it's the one like I think that it's a good entry point honestly for people because I feel like I show people Evil Dead 2 and it's kind of like if
Hmm.
you want some
Yeah.
more serious kind of Evil Dead, check out some of the remakes or the original. If you want like a goofier Evil Dead, maybe check out Army of Darkness or the I think Ash vs the Evil Dead. Have you watched any
Yeah.
of the TV show?
No, I haven't. I haven't heard of it. Is it good?
Oh, you haven't heard of it? Yeah, it's Ash vs Evil Dead. It's I'd say it is
No,
more
yeah.
in the Army of Darkness realm, or maybe like between Army of Darkness and 2, where it's like the the Ash in the show is Army of Darkness Ash, but it feels like he's almost in more like Evil Dead 2 type
Mm.
situations, if that makes sense. Like
Which
he
is yeah, which is so it's a comedy.
yeah, it's a comedy show, I'd say, with like horror elements.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm definitely curious after watching these because I really like all three of these. I'll say that, yeah, I agree with you. Army of Darkness is probably my least favorite. Uh, but it's still like a fun watch. And I'd still definitely watch it with with friends and shit.
100%.
I can see what it's going for, and it does what it's going for very well. It's not as intriguing to me as the setting of two and three, of one and two, where it's a little more horror focused and less comedy.
Yeah, there was an ant on my keyboard. Just fucking pulverize
No.
it. Ants will rise up. Um, but what's it called? What was St. Evil Dead? Yeah. So, Joseph, I had a point that I was gonna get. Then this ant distracted me. Um, but yeah.
Ants
So,
versus the Evil Dead.
I guess let's kind of break into like each movie in particular. So the first The Evil Dead, is a 1981 American independent supernatural horror film written and directed by Sam Raimi, starring Bruce Campbell. I believe this one was also co-produced by Sam Raimi's brother Ted Raimi. Ted Raimi has been doing stuff all along the Evil
Oh
Dead.
yeah.
He plays a lot of the creatures. He plays Henrietta in Evil Dead 2. He does like a lot of voices and like
I didn't know that.
yeah, like production stuff. Um, but yeah, no. So long story short, with the like, I was looking at a little bit the watching some video. I was looking at the background of each of these movies, and it says here on the Wikipedia on Wikipedia, but oh Lord, oh God, and I haven't been smoking. I getting over it. Me and Courtney just got like real sick. We're getting over it.
Ooh,
But anyway,
I hate that.
so in 1978, Sam Raimi and gang made a little 16-minute short film in 1978, produced on a budget of about $1,600, called Within the Woods. Which the whole thing is it's like a Super 8 like short film that they shot. You can find the whole thing on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's basically like a proof of concept for the Evil Dead. Was this short film, and they would show this movie like they'd bring like the fucking Super 8 projector around to rich people's houses, and they'd basically like try to get investment for for to make the first Evil Dead. They started work production on the original The Evil Dead for about $90,000, and I feel like you could fucking tell. um, it's just like
Yeah.
a
Well, it's like
hyper
it's
low
a
budget.
kind of low budget where it's like you can tell it's impressive what they were able to pull off. Like it's very efficient filmmaking for sure, and you can see the limitations, but that's like part of the charm. Like you can Evil Dead 1 and 2, you can feel the low budget, and 3 pretty the skeletons.
Yeah, yeah, you can feel. I feel like, even in Sam Raimi's later movies, like he's such a tactile filmmaker. Like as far as like, you like
Hmm.
the visual style that he's known for. You know the the tracking cam stuff. A lot of that is just like,
Yeah.
him strapping a camera to a helmet or a bike or a car and just fucking like driving it. Like there's a shot in Evil Dead 2 where it's like the evil is like coming from out the woods into the house, and I was actually watching. I didn't get to finish it,
Yeah.
but I was watching Evil Dead 2, my Blu-ray, with director's commentary, and Sam Raimi basically like, yeah, this shot was basically me driving through the house on a motorcycle, and I almost like ate shit crashing on the like when I went through type deal, and he just had the camera strapped to a
It's
motorcycle.
hilarious. Just those are honestly my favorite shots in all three of these movies is when just a demon is just flying through the woods, coming out the house and busting through doors, and that's it's such an effective, cool concept, and it's done so cheaply. It's so I love it. It's very unique. It's obviously one of the few things that connects these first two to the third one is
Yeah,
that way of presenting the demons.
yeah, just like it's shaky cam, but it's like perfect. I think it's perfectly executed as far as like the intended purpose of shaky cam is
Yeah.
always like to make things feel more intense. But I feel like shaky cam done wrong does literally just feel like somebody's having a seat, like the cameraman's
It's
having
like
a
I'm watching nothing.
yeah. Whereas like
Yeah.
the camera work. I feel like in the Evil Dead movies always match the energy of what's going on in the frame. You know what I mean? And that's the important bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
When all was said and done, so by the end of filming, they say the reported budget was around $375,000. Because as they were filming, they would run out of money, and they would have to go back into investing mode and like go like beg people for more money
Hilarious.
to make the movie. And then they shuffled it around at different festivals. Eventually, yeah, got by New Line Cinema, and they were able to greenlight Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 did not is was
Does that mean this is a no? That's Touchstone. Never mind.
um a Disney movie you're about to say.
Yeah.
Friggin' like they'll bring back the Deadites versus the Predator versus Alien in the fucking they'll fight the Fox guys. What was I gonna say? Just bring them all back. Um,
Ash
but
versus Alien versus Predator versus Terminator.
yeah, I feel like Ash would do totally fine in that universe. Um, actually,
Ash Williams in an Alien movie would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
imagine a Deadite possessing a xenomorph, though. Hold up.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
th-
it's like talking to you and shit.
we started this as a joke, and then we went for. Well, I want
Do
some.
actually genuinely want to see that for the record.
Well, I want somebody to genuinely do. There's I don't know if you read it. I sent you some the Alien comics. There's one Alien comic called Alien Labyrinth, and there's an android character in there. I'm
Yeah.
forgetting his name right now, but there's an android character in there who looks like a xenomorph. Like he's an android and he talks like just like has voice, but like he looks like a xenomorph. I feel like you need someone like
Yeah.
Sam Raimi. I think has the power to like pull something like that off. Something that like could only
Yeah, he could.
work in a comic book. I think Sam Raimi could do it.
Sam Raimi Terminator or Predator movie, I think would be pretty fun.
That would be
It
fun.
wouldn't be scary, but it would be fun.
No, it'd be what we wanted Shane Black's the Predator to be. What
Yes, what it actually should have been.
or if you could give somebody the reins of an Alien versus Predator, it could maybe be
Hmm.
Sam Raimi. Although I still have faith in
Yeah, worse picks than Sam Raimi.
like I've said before with it, I think the thing that keeps in the heart of all AVP fans is the fact that like we know that it's possible to make a good serious AVP movie.
You know in your heart. The only reason they made two movies is because it's such a good concept.
It's such a
It's
good
just these
idea.
people get in the way.
Exactly, that you can do so much with, but no, yeah, I think you need the real. I think Fede Alvarez and Dan Trachtenberg, if anyone can do it, it's them. Like like
Best bet. Yeah.
like there are only hope. help me, Fede. I hope
Yes.
we hope. Yeah, we can't not end up talking about Alien vs Predator, huh? And then fucking Bruce Campbell will
Nope.
be
It always comes back to the character franchises.
Bruce Campbell should be like a comedy android or something. Like he should be like an entertainment bot, like on some like luxury cruise.
Absolutely.
Actually, yeah, we never see like the entertainment leisure side of like of Alien. I'm not like there'd be a whole lot, but like I don't know. Imagine some kind of like rich people colony or like some rich person colony like Elysium.
I see him like running like a yeah.
like
I don't know. I
Elysium.
see him in like a colony running like a casino slash gun store or something. I don't know.
100% some Borderlands shit. Why didn't they put Bruce Campbell in the Borderlands
Yeah,
movie? Make him fucking Sir Hammerlock or whatever. I don't know.
man. There's a lot of questions you could have about the Borderlands movie.
Yeah. I think how do I put it?
Raises a lot of questions.
Did you see the Borderlands movie?
No, I don't want to either.
Have
I've
we
seen
ever
enough of it.
have we done on the show like a video game, like a proper video game adaptation? Like we haven't done like a Lara Croft or like a Doom the movie or anything, have we?
No, I don't think so. There's a lot to choose from. There's like
Yeah,
Max Payne and Mortal Kombat.
I know that what I'm about to say literally isn't one, but like Jumper feels like a video game movie adaptation. When,
I
like
mean, they made a game adaptation of the movie.
I know they made the game afterwards, but in my head, like it feels like something that somebody came up with as a video game first, if that makes sense. I think it's because Jumper's
Yeah,
whole thing is
it was
one
before
mechanic.
they had SSDs though.
Yeah, like, there's no other like shit in the like Jumper. It's like people can teleport. There's no other powers. There's no other
Yep.
like we never learn the origins. I don't want to know where Jumper power comes from.
It's
Like
literally just some people can teleport.
yeah, like I don't want them to be like there's jump metachlorines or whatever. That's part of the simplicity. Like that
Where Hayden Christensen cannot escape.
that's part of the simplicity. I gotta admit something, Joseph. I was so like we watched Jumper on DVD when we watched it for the show. When we were still local. I was at Goodwill a few weeks ago, and they had
Yeah,
Jumper on Blu-ray for $5, and I bought it because I was like,
hell yeah.
at some point
Good for you, man.
I'm gonna be stoned, and I'm gonna want to watch Jumper in HD.
You're gonna be like, God damn, I really want to watch Jumper, but it can't be below 1080p.
Exactly. It's got to be. I got to see every pore on Hayden Christensen's beautiful face.
His
I got to
jumping
see
ass face.
every blonde curl of Sam Jackson's hair.
I forgot about his hair.
Yeah, no,
That's crazy.
he's a
How
snow
did I
cone.
forget?
He's got white hair. There's a lot there's a lot in that movie. Griffin has his fucking
Purged my mind of that movie.
yeah. Let's talk about Evil Dead. we keep getting
Yeah,
sidetracked.
Evil Dead's about a bunch of people.
They're going in
Ash
the
Williams
woods.
is there, but he's not the same Ash
They're,
Williams.
they're
Yeah,
driving Sam Raimi's
it's not
car.
the same Ash Williams you get to know later in the series.
No, every
Yep, the
Ash
car
is
that's in every single one of his movies.
is pretty much a different Ash. Bruce Campbell in his book, which I really want to read Bruce Campbell's book. Bruce Campbell has a theory that that car, Sam Raimi's car, Sam Raimi lost his virginity in, and that's like an extra reason.
And he was just like seeing it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
just like and that's like an extra reason why it's in all of his movies. Like it's Uncle Ben's car, and it's
I believe it.
yeah.
I didn't
But
realize that is Uncle Ben's car. I never even realized. That's hilarious.
it is that car went through some shit. Um, but what's it called?
Sure did.
So yeah, five late 20 somethings pretending to be teens drive to this cabin in the woods. With this first movie, I want to mention. So like we
Yeah, well, like, oh yeah, I love hanging out with my other nearing 30 adult friends and just going to some abandoned cabin in the woods instead of doing literally anything
my other
else.
fellow teens who I guess aren't getting enough calcium because all of our hairlines are receding. Uh, fucking I
Yep. It only
uh
gets worse as the series goes on too.
yeah. What's it called? Especially by the time we get to Army of Darkness, with Ash, he's supposed to still be a teen, with his fucking buff ass.
It is.
But I really liked. I forgot how the first half of this movie at least is I think a pretty well done like kind of conventional cabin in the woods horror film. Like down to like I really like the simplicity of like when they first go there and there's like a bench swing in front of the house that's just like banging against the
Yeah.
door. And I love that like when
Yeah.
Fred or the blonde Mr. Blonde who's a fucking asshole. Wait, hold on, what's his name? I, we got to remember
He
all
is a dick.
these characters' names. Um, yeah, the first. Hold up, is it Rick? It's got to be Scotty.
Probably, I don't know.
Scotty, not even close to Rick. Um,
Scotty.
yeah, like he goes
Ash's
up
friend.
and the bench just like stops on it, like in rhythm and like immediately this house is fucked. It's got a classic creepy basement. Don't they find like I'm trying to remember? Don't they like find like the extra room in the basement is like there's like dead animals hanging in the air or something like that?
Yeah, it is. It's like yeah, there's something gross down there.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Uh,
This is what Wikipedia
Honestly,
says.
like I'm a Evil Dead 2 sticks in my brain so much clearer than this one does because honestly, like a lot of the same ground gets tread.
Yeah,
Uh, it, it,
the
it it's kind of like it's almost like a remake. It feels like.
yeah. Well, I mean, loosely, I think Bruce Campbell has said that he considers Evil Dead 2 to be a requel, quote unquote, or as far as like, there's a certain point at the beginning of Evil
Yeah,
Dead 2 and the end of Evil Dead 1 that you could cut off like the first 15 minutes of Evil Dead
yeah,
2 and it blends perfectly into Evil Dead 1, basically. Um,
yeah.
but
I think that's what was frustrating to me about like when I first watched Evil Dead 2 because I was like, what is the continuity here? Like it makes no sense at all. Like they retcon they retcon the first movie, but they still like kind of tread the same ground to like kind of just like get it to the point where it's like it there is a point like at the beginning of Evil Dead 2 that is the exact ending of Evil Dead 1, and then it
mhm.
can pick right up and like it's the same shot and everything. And it makes me wonder why they even did it like they get to the
Yeah,
same point logically, like he kills his girlfriend, but he
yeah.
beheads her, and like it could have picked up right there. I'm interested as to why they like did not enough people see the first one. Is that the idea?
I mean, well, with the first one. So, firstly, the first movie, from what I understand, never got an R rating. It was released as an X.
It was
Through
unrated, right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
X unrated, basically. In which basically being an X movie, being an unrated movie at the time, it's really hard to get like a proper theatrical distribution. So, like, yeah, the first movie, a lot of people just didn't see. And then I think another reason why like they tread a lot of the same ground with two is that Sam Raimi has said Evil Dead 2 is kind of just like him getting to make much closer the movie that he wanted. You know, just as far as like having the budget that he
Yeah.
wanted and being able to like commit to a lot of the
You
ideas.
can totally see that.
Even down to
Yeah.
like he had always envisioned Ash ending up in medieval times, which I'm like, that was not a first
It's
draft idea.
insane. I don't know how you come to that conclusion with this script. They completely caught me off guard.
Yeah, I love how much Sam Raimi just doesn't give a fuck when it comes to story like that. Like
No.
like he refuses to like he's not gonna to fall into any conventions. Like he's kind of like even down to like
Yep.
something with the first Evil Dead is that the first half of the Evil Dead 1 is that like, you know, cabin in the woods, all the teens get picked off. And then the second half of Evil Dead 1 is is a really condensed one man show. You know what I mean? It's like it becomes Bruce Campbell's time to
Yeah.
shine with the second half. In the second half,
Yep. Which is a
like
really good way to save on the budget.
yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Like you get, basically making like two movies in one, like the first one. Like even down to
Yep.
like it almost reminds me a bit of sorry, getting over it. Again, so I'm gonna drink some of my kiwi strawberry Arizona. Um, we're talking about Danny Boyle earlier. You know, talk about like a filmmaker who loves to flip the script halfway through. You know,
Hmm.
yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
that's honestly that's the same case for Evil Dead 2 except in reverse. Like it's the whole like the whole first part of Evil Dead 2 is just pretty much Ash in the cabin to the point where you're just like, is the whole movie just gonna be this guy getting tormented by these demons?
no.
And then actual other characters show up and you're like, oh, sure, it's gonna be a movie.
And then the Left for Dead crew shows up,
Yeah, exactly.
and then the Left for Dead Evil Dead DLC campaign starts.
Is that game good? Do you know?
Left for
The
Dead the
Evil
game,
Dead
Evil Dead the
no, the
game,
Evil Dead yeah, the multiplayer thing.
the multiplayer thing. I didn't know they did a Evil Dead the game, asymmetric
Oh, they did.
horror. Oh, I was actually trying to find it on. I mean, I was actually looking on PlayStation to see if there was any kind of Evil Dead game, but I couldn't find anything. Is it not? Did it only come out on
Well, there's a
physical?
few. There was a shitty one in the early in like late 90s, early 2000s, and then there's this asymmetric multiplayer one, which I think is still going on. I think
Hmm.
you can still play.
As
which
of
I know
April 20,
nothing about, and I never touched because I was always like, no, I got to watch the movies first. But now I've seen them, so now I can try it.
as of April 27th, 2025, according to this Reddit article,
Oh God,
um, the Evil Dead the game has been mysteriously delisted from the PlayStation Store with no acknowledgement or reason given by Saber.
rip. Never
Um,
mind.
yep. So
Never mind. I waited too long. I
it's in
probably
the
would have hated it anyway.
it's in the digital wasteland. It it ain't coming back. It has gone into the
Don't
realm.
invest in live service games.
Maybe it'll show up like on the PlayStation 6 or 7 or whatever as like a remaster. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think that
Um
thing's dead.
yeah,
Evil dead.
the evil. Yeah, there's some pretty nasty like gore moments in this too, like the part where somebody gets stabbed in the ankle and they fucking like
Yeah.
fucking shoot like,
Yeah, they like
you know,
twist the pencil in.
twist the pencil in. It's just like super fucking
They
nasty. Like,
really chew it in there. Yeah.
yeah, no,
That's a lot of that's her reaction too.
yeah, no, for sure. Like, I feel like these actors like all do a really good job for, like, especially. And I mean, and I feel like a part of it too has to
Yeah,
do.
that's
What's up?
go ahead. No, that's part of like the uh like I was thinking about like that's like a really difficult like casting challenge because these it's usually the women have to be like have to play one character and then they get possessed and they play like some insane new character and they do both really well.
Yeah,
It's very impressive.
like when people have to be like the crazy unhinged demon. I mean, I feel like a part of it for them to help make it easier is the fact that the effects are so good. Like, I feel like these actors have a lot to really like respond off of, and like when they're in,
Yeah.
demon mode, they get to look at themselves in the mirror and be like, yeah, shit, I'm a demon. It's gonna be easy to jump into that kind of mood. I feel like
Yeah.
it's one of those cases where like having like have it's a big case for practical effects. What I'm trying to say, even down to like Evil Dead,
Yeah.
Friday's Evil Dead, and Evil Dead Rise, like continue that tradition of like it's real actors in makeup doing this nasty shit. Like
Hmm.
that. I don't know if you've heard, but like
Yeah.
in particular, I'm excited to whenever we get to talk about Evil Dead Rise. But the basically it's a family that's getting attacked by the demons, and the mom of this family when she gets possessed, next level.
Yeah.
Like type like performance going on there by Alyssa Sutherland. But
Hell yeah.
we'll get to it when we get to that.
I haven't seen that one yet. Pumped.
Yeah, real good. Um, but yeah, let's see. As far as like this first scene, I like how in Evil Dead remake
Yeah.
they bring back a sound bite from this where it's like one by one we will take you. They respond to that. Oh, they have oh
I
yeah,
gotta say, I love the Deadites as like as monsters in these movies. They're like
they have a lot of
it's like
personality.
they're scary, but they're just having a fucking great time. Like they just
Yeah.
love that they've been summoned and now they get to torment people. Like they're taking a lot of joy in just torturing and horrifying people.
Yeah, they really it's a big thing of like they like playing with their food, and you can tell.
Yeah.
It's like and it's
And
part of
I'll
what.
say, I think it's open to interpretation whether this is like a flaw or like a positive, but the rules are never like explicit of like what these things can and can't do, and like how you'd even effectively defend yourself from them. Like that they seemingly can do whatever they want, like with reality, and like they can make you hallucinate, they can possess you whether you're dead or alive, just at will, seemingly.
Hmm.
That unknown factor is scary, but it's also a little distracting, I think.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I've always had an interpretation of like you can resist if you want. Like there's an element of because Ash,
Mm. Oh
gets
yeah, yeah,
himself pulled out with like the power of love, or whatever kind of
yeah, yeah, yeah. He with his will, he resists
with his willpower and his
them turning.
remembrance of his girlfriend wearing that ugly ass necklace that he bought the fucking magnifying glass
The
necklace.
magnifying glass necklace.
Yeah, which we haven't gotten to props, but like what a if I wanted to pick a lame prop. Um, yeah,
It
but
does. Yeah, it is a bad necklace.
yeah. But let's see. As far as like this first movie, I'm trying to think if there's anything more. So how do I put it? Yeah, this movie would be my favorite. I think we should talk a little bit about the scene. Yeah, so there is a full on rape scene in this movie, via the
Yep.
trees, like
Supernatural rape scene.
supernatural tree. The trees come alive, and it's full like literally as far as like it's a very long sequence. If you removed the
Yeah.
tree and just made it like a person, a human being, as far as like what happens, and it's like it's literally just
Hmm.
like a whole ass rape depicted on screen, and it's
Just a brutal assault. Yeah.
yeah, it's very unfortunate to say that the practical effects of like the tree coming alive and like the forest kind of consuming her is an impressive like special effect, but it just
Yeah.
goes too far, I think,
So it's a
for me personally.
yeah. It's yeah. Especially in hindsight, it's a really cheap way to do shock value.
Yep.
Like it was it's an unfortunate trend that is only kind of just now coming to an end where it's just like that's people don't I don't know. It's a little yeah.
Yeah,
It goes too far. I agree
Sam
for sure.
Raimi has said that like he regrets having that scene in there, and that like he has said like yeah, I was just trying to be
Yeah.
edgy, like young filmmaker trying to shock people. I mean, I think as far as like
Yep.
you look at Evil Dead 2 is a similar scene that I think is like way more. It's that's more what's it
A
called?
little more tasteful.
Yeah, it's things are more implied than like as like straight up direct
Yeah,
as
it's still yeah, it still happens. It's just not as like explicit for no reason.
yeah
Like
or
it's a scary concept. Like I'll give it that. Like it's a scary horror concept. But it is absolutely it doesn't really add much in aside from just shock value in the moment. So
yeah
there's
it
really
doesn't
no reason for it to be there.
say how much fear. It's also not something that like is the how do I put it? Yeah, that'd be a spoiler for how do I put it? There. Actually, wait, no. You've seen no. In one of the future Evil
I
Deads,
haven't seen Rise.
they bring back like a bit of like I'd say like there is like another kind of sexual element of possession like that again, but I think the way that the later movie does it more is that they actually like how do I put it? The character like processes it. It's not something that's just like that just happens and is never brought up again. Like it's something that the character like it's part
Yeah.
of like her trauma and like how it comes and like I feel like it plays into the story more if that makes sense. But yeah, like overall, just like the only reason I bring it up is because this scene really is what holds me back from being like yeah this is just like one of the greatest horror movies of all time
Yeah.
ever like it being the top.
Yeah,
It's a
it's gonna keep you from like throwing a watch party of it too. Like you
yeah
don't like you're like oh shit yeah we should watch Evil Dead. Oh wait yeah there's that scene.
maybe
I
we
don't
should
know
watch Evil Dead 2
unless you want to
instead.
skip it.
Actually, how much weed we got? Let's throw an Army of
Yeah,
Darkness. Like,
Army of
like,
Darkness is a fun party movie. I don't.
oh yeah, 100%. Like, throw an Army of Darkness. You'll have a good. It's similar difference between like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Like, if I'm doing like a big Halloween party
Yes,
and like I'm just like people are gonna want people to like just laugh at something, you know. Yeah, those ends
exactly.
of it. But yeah, so as far as like we talked about the second half of the movie is pretty much a condensed version of Ash's journey in Evil Dead 2, where like the Deadites are
Yep.
fucking with him. He's kind of coming into his own. There's a pretty
He
famous
discovers his true inner badass.
yep, discovers his true he becomes a man. It only takes men
Yep.
will fight demons before going to therapy. Will literally fight demons before going to therapy. Um, oh yeah, I forgot about yeah. Osh. Yeah, no, there's Ash gouges Scott's eyes out. Yeah, this whole thing. So like, as all the
Yep.
Deadites are coming for him, he throws the Book of the Dead into the fire. The Deadites freeze in place and decompose rapidly. Yeah, that whole sequence blew my fucking mind this time around. Like all of the stop motion
Yeah.
going on here, and just like the way that their heads almost look like fungus or something as they explode.
Yeah, yeah. It's the effects are honestly sick. I think one of the moments that stick with me the most is uh they kill one. I think it's his sister maybe. But they kill one Deadite and she dies for like a solid like 2 minutes, like screaming and vomiting and just like flailing around in like a really painful looking and unpleasant way. And everyone's like kind of looks at each other like, is it over? And then she just gets back up again. Like,
Yeah,
they're all just Deadites are just fucking with them the whole time. It's great.
yeah, no, it's a real yeah, it's a weird balance between like them enjoying it and them being so Joe. It makes them scarier, but it's also like adds to the comedy, same kind of way. It's really weird.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's
they don't take this situation that seriously at all.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's Evil Dead 1. Definitely. Like we had already mentioned it, but just like as long as if you're sensitive to
Know what you're getting into,
no,
but
you're getting into, there's like a scene that shows an explicit sexual assault, and if that's something that it is going to bring up negative emotions in you, maybe this one's gonna skip it. Evil Dead 2 is fantastic, so you can check that out. But the first one I think is
yes,
also very much worth it, especially from
wholeheartedly recommend Evil Dead 2.
a budgetary from like a just from a budget standpoint of like
Yeah,
looking and seeing what's possible for like such a low budget like the first one from a
yeah,
historical
no,
perspective.
no, I love Evil Dead 1.
Yeah, Evil Dead one's real good.
I think it's
Uh,
great,
yeah. So
but Evil
let's
Dead 2 is a little better.
yep, Evil Dead 2 is definitely a little better. So fun fact, this past Halloween, the local movie theater near us did a little just like showed a couple of like older horror movies and stuff. And the last movie they showed for the month was Evil Dead 2. And we went and saw it in the theater
Nice.
and it was a lot of fun. Good theatrical experience. They played a bunch of like old movie trailers, like the original Alien, the original The Thing, like the original
Sweet.
Exorcist, like all these old trailers. And the whole time I was like, oh, those look pretty good.
We should go see that.
Yeah. Um, we have Evil Dead 2, also known as Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn. That's what this is, my VHS tape. 1987 versus
Sick.
82. So quite a few years later. And yeah, we talked about the plot. It was basically the they condense the plot of the first movie into the first 15 minutes, and part of that condensing is they eliminate most of the characters and just make this a little couples trip for Ash and his girlfriend Linda.
They really pare down the first movie.
Mhm.
Uh, and Ash gets a little bit more of a personality here at the beginning.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's a weirdo.
like he's less so just like a final girl like he was in the first movie, and now he's kind of more he's more of like that kind of just everyman goofball that like is like more defining of his personality.
Yeah, no, he for sure. Yeah, in the first movie he's just kind of like the Weasley nerdy guy of the group, and now it's like yeah, his kind of like not womanizer, but just like he you already get the sense that he thinks that he's cooler than he is.
He's just a goofy guy.
Yeah, he's just like a goofy.
Yeah, and that's like his whole thing is like he's got a lot of confidence, but he's just a dweeb, really.
Yeah, but that's probably part of why the Deadites love fucking with him so much. Just because like of how because his reactions and his perceptions. Um, yeah. So with
Yeah, they're just having fun.
yeah. I really like his girlfriend's possessed performance in this one. A lot more than the first
Yeah,
one. Like there's more, just the voice, the or like laughing stuff. Um, I think this
yeah,
actress does a really good job of being possessed, Linda.
yeah. She does a great job. She's thoroughly scary sometimes too. Like
Yeah,
like half the stuff that like the Danites do ultimately want to kill you, but they just love making you suffer as much as possible. Like you
yeah,
get the impression that they're thinking just kill ass whenever they really feel like it, but he's just too funny.
yeah. Sorry, your audio cut out there a little bit.
It's too fun to torment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
So,
100% too fun to torment.
uh,
Yeah, so talking about this kind of opening. Yeah, so the first half of this, it is like you said, like it's flipped, where it's like the first half is very much the Ash show. Oh, we do get some cutting in between of like our the B plot of the other characters that are soon to come, which I don't know if I want to necessarily call them a weakness. The professor's daughter and her like weird boyfriend are boring, but I like the rednecks in this. Um, I like fucking
yeah, the goofy rednecks.
Bobby Joe and what's his name? Jake.
The dude and the girl that looks like she could be his daughter.
Yeah, his daughter or like sibling. That they definitely have a weird sexual
Yeah,
relationship though.
yeah, undefined, weird, mean rednecks.
Yeah, that you got to deal with around these parts down here in Memphis. What's it called? Okay, the four new arrivals. Yeah, so as far as like this first we get the whole thing with the hand. Oh, we get there's a lot of fun reveals, and just talking about like some of my favorite little reveals, like when he's trying to find into a he cuts Linda's head off pretty early, and her head is possessed, and he bites his hand.
Yeah,
And he's looking for the chainsaw to cut her head up,
and it
and
affects his hand.
yeah, and
There's a line drawn around the chainsaw in the cabinet. It's
yeah, it's like
missing.
this is where a
It's
chainsaw would
fucking
be.
amazing.
Yeah, no, just so good. That I
Yeah.
really love that the what's it called? The editing of kind of everything like with that whole
Hmm.
in the first movie too, like when we first reveal the chainsaw or like everything like in the shop. Like there's a lot of Sam
Hmm.
Raimi is really great with like kind of the zoom cuts of like just like kind of building up intensity,
Yeah.
and I feel like in these scenes in the shop where it's like the sound of the light switches turning on and the sound of like the motors going and stuff just like are timed really well
Yeah.
with the editing. Like it's really got fucking balls, you know.
Yeah. No, it's the whole movie just has this like breaking, especially these scenes of Ash in the cabin. Like honestly, just like the moment that we're talking about where it could cut from Evil Dead 1 to 2 is when the Evil Dead 1 is with a deadite, the demon like rushing at him, like the POV of the demon rushing at him, and it's a freeze frame. And this like it like grabs him, and it feels like he flies through the woods like
Hmm.
freaking like 2 minutes, in the film, the footage is all sped up, and then
Yeah,
he lands in this like puddle and drowns for a second, and then he gets up and he's a donor. It's a great place to have started the movie.
yeah. No, Sam Raimi doesn't give a fuck about the he doesn't want the story to be predictable in the slightest.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite I think my favorite scene in this movie was is the one where the deer head starts laughing at him and then everything starts laughing at him.
And then
He's
he
and
starts
he's
going
just
along
losing
with
his
it.
mind.
Yeah, he gives
Yeah,
into
the
the
whole
madness.
cabin's just going insane and it's taking him with him. It's amazing. It's like it's that to me is the perfect vibe for this movie. Just like it's scary and funny at the same time. Like that is writing that perfect line.
He's also like going between maniacally laughing and like screaming and crying his heart out in that scene too. Like
Yeah.
he really
It's
feels like he's
that's yeah.
trapped in hell.
Yeah. I think that's like then also it adds to that like otherworldliness of it. Like what the fuck even are these things? Like what are they like why are they taking so much joy in torturing him and like what are they even capable of doing? Like is any of this stuff really happening or are they like in his head right now? It's I think that adds to it being scary. It's almost kind of like a cosmic horror
Yeah,
because
no, for sure.
honestly it's pretty vague. The Deadites are like even like just what they are is kind of vague.
Yeah, I really like the kind of. I mean, they give you as much as you need to know. It's like yeah, these
Yeah.
books, this book, you know, summons the demons. It actually kind of reminds me of I don't know why this made me think of this. There's like a Guillermo del Toro interview where he's talking about what he loves about fairy tales so much, and he talks about like why he loves making
Hmm.
he loves making fairy tales for adults, and he loves like something about the property of fairy tales is the fact that like it doesn't the why doesn't matter in a fairy tale. And like he uses the example of
Yeah.
like he talks about this creature. I forget the creature's name, but like there was some like urban myth, some legend, the creature that he heard about. Like if that like basically there's this creature that would snag your feet under the bed if you were like a bad kid. Like if you were like naughty, didn't listen to your parents, didn't listen to your school. Like this creature would come out at night, like
Yeah.
and like take your feet from the side of the bed and pull you under the bed, um, and just like kind of take you away. And Guillermo del Toro is like now, when I was a kid, I never questioned like, well, why does he want to take? Like, why does this demon care that like I've been a
Yeah.
bad kid or whatever?
Where do you go?
Exactly, where do you go? Type of thing. It doesn't fucking matter. Like as a kid, you know,
No, it's scary.
it's scary. You buy it. It doesn't. The explanation is not important. And I feel like a lot of, and I feel like that kind of comes down to like what makes great horrors at the end of the day, and what makes great like movies great horror. It's all about the execution. Great horror is all about the execution.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, the actual like meat to these movies is paper thin.
yeah,
But the execution is like these movies are 100% execution. Like
yeah,
there's nothing to it beyond just like here's a cool horror concept and here it is like thrown in a crazy entertaining way.
yeah.
That goes for all three of these.
That's not to say that Sam Raimi can't do like good stories. Well, I think he's also like a great filmmaker when it comes to stories, even down to the point of like
Mhm.
Army of Darkness, how goofy it is, like is somewhat of like it's an epic Arthurian quest. It's it's Monty Python
Yeah,
and
it's a
the Holy
D&D
Ash.
campaign.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. It is a D&D campaign
Yes.
with like your meathead buddy
Yeah.
as like the leader of
It's
the party.
he at that point like he is the main draw of the movie,
Yeah,
which is funny
100%.
because like honestly, I will say like a triple feature of these movies does not work for me. I think the first two back to back works really well, and I think the third one is just such a far departure, and
Yeah,
it's leaning so heavily one direction that it just doesn't fit.
yeah,
It's kind of no longer horror. It's like horror is like a light theme, and it's mostly like action fantasy comedy.
yeah. No, for sure. I feel like each of these movies are they work very well in isolation. Which is kind of
Hmm.
weird to say, especially because they literally story wise feed directly into one another. But yeah, no, like each piece by itself is doing its own thing. It's got its own style. You know, each
Yeah.
one. We
Which
started
I
talking.
appreciate. I appreciate a sequel that's completely different.
Yeah. So we started talking about Army of Darkness just to wrap up a little bit of like kind of our thoughts on Evil Dead 2. Any more scenes? I love the groovy scene.
Great.
Love making the chainsaw arm. Iconic. Um,
Yep.
in the future,
Yeah,
if I
we get a few one-liners.
yeah, if if I ever become an amputee of any of my limbs, Joseph, and the minute I get like any kind of prosthetic, I'm going groovy. It's happening.
Movie.
Groovy. I,
Yeah, it's like what kind of nerd would say that? What kind of
yeah,
nerd would
Ash is a
say
goof.
that and think it's like so cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a goofball. That's the best part of him.
You ever notice that whenever?
He's
Sorry, go
like
ahead.
if any he's like if you the nerd watching this movie all of a sudden discovered that you are a demon slaying badass. He's exactly how you would act.
Hmm. Joseph, I gotta say, man, I just noticed a fucking mistake I just made. I misspelled our website.
What's up?
Look at Move E Gang. Oh, you can't see it, right? I spelled it Movei Gang.
Damn.
It's all right.
That's an easy fix in post.
It'll be an okay fix in post, but like I was supposed to be like everything was supposed to be baked in. Um, but yeah, no.
It's okay.
Ash is a really fun character. Like, it really comes down to like its ultimate thing of like it's one of those. We're here for Bruce Campbell. Like we're here because we like Bruce Campbell's face. We like Bruce Campbell's reactions. It's one of those things like Harrison Ford. It's just like you
Yeah.
just they just got a guy that's interesting to look at, and to watch fuck up. So
It's crazy that he didn't end up getting more work. Like honestly, like why do I see this guy more? He's such a magnetic presence on screen, especially in Army of Darkness.
yeah. What about his prized role of Coach Boomer from Sky High?
That's true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won an Oscar for that, right?
Yeah, no, Oscar-winning performance. Yeah, as a Negan from The Walking Dead. Remember he? um, well, what's it called?
He's not. He's not.
I like all of his little cameos in the Spider-Man movies. All three are really like
Yeah,
that.
Sam Raimi likes him, even if no one else does for some reason.
Wasn't there going to be some planned thing of like him being? I think for Spider-Man 4, like he was going to be the Vulture or some shit. Like it was going to be like an
Yeah.
opening
Well, no,
or
he was going to be Mysterio, but it was going to be a
yes.
throwaway.
Oh no, he would have been actually good as like an old
Yeah,
school like
he would have been
real
a great Mysterio.
magician ass Mysterio. How'd I put
They
it?
he just would have been a joke at the beginning of the movie, though. I want to see a whole movie. I don't
Brief
know why he doesn't get the opportunities he's in. God damn it.
brief Spider-Man tangent. Spider-Man in Spider-Man the second one. What's it called? Far From Home. Wait, no, Far From Home. That's the second one. The one where they go to Europe. Mysterio's the bad guy in that one. Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio
Yeah,
in that one, and he was actually pretty good
yeah.
as far as like a late
Should have been Bruce.
yeah, it should have been Bruce Campbell for sure. But as far as like your late stage Marvel villain, I thought he was kind of underrated. Like when it was his real suit is like a
Yeah,
mocap suit, like a VFX.
yeah. It's a fun concept.
Yeah,
As far as he is the most memorable thing about that movie, that and the ending. I'm never gonna watch that specific Spider-Man movie again, but
no, there's no need to.
I do like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. But anywho, so let's see, Sash. So yeah, so this with Evil Dead 2, is there anything more people do? There's a fun. I like the Henrietta creature at the end when its neck gets all long, and it's like sway soul, sway
Yeah,
soul. Um,
as always, as always.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's probably my favorite of these three. I'd say it's the most fun I had. I like the tone the most. I like Ash in this one the most, even though he's funnier in Army of Darkness. He
Mm.
feels more like he's just a real guy in this situation.
His scenes
Uh,
of
yeah, and I like the setting of the cabin.
yeah, when his sanity breaks, it's always a lot of fun.
Yes.
Um, yes. So, yeah, the way this movie ends, it ends in the Dark Ages. Total weird flip of an ending. He shoots down
Yep,
a real
him and his car get dropped into the Dark Ages.
yep, him and Uncle Ben's car gets sent back. I really like the look of the portal at the end. Yep, and they're in the Middle Ages. Fun fact about Army of Darkness: the original title of Army of Darkness was going to be The Medieval Dead.
Oh. That I don't know which one I like more. I think the title Army of Darkness just makes it kind of more confusing from like a sequel perspective.
Uh huh.
The but Medieval Dead sounds like a video game. So I don't know.
Yeah, Medieval Dead is the video game spinoff. Um, yeah, so Sam Raimi made a movie in between. He made Darkman, which I still have not seen. Heard Darkman was good, but after the financial success of
Oh,
Darkman, he was able to come back and make Army of Darkness, the true intended capper on this trilogy. Like it's many years later, like we've been saying, Bruce Campbell's he's far from the spry teen that he's supposed to be. Uh,
he looks 35.
Time travel puts some city miles on you, I guess. Also, what always confused me
Yep,
at the opening
fair
of this
enough.
movie is the ending of the last movie. It made it seem like these guys like they're worshiping him. He's like, yes, the chosen one or whatever. And at the beginning of this one, they got him in chains and shit.
Yeah.
Like, did that first impression just not go
Yeah, the
well?
continuity between these movies. Yeah. No, well, I took it as like that just didn't happen. This one. Because
Right.
like they retcon completely him landing. like as soon as he lands, King Arthur or whatever, like asks him like where he's from, and he asks Merlin and Merlin or the wizard or whatever, and the wizard's like, I think he's the time traveler guy from the
I
Necronomicon,
I think he's the
and
hero from
Arthur's just like, nah,
J-
he's probably just
John Connor, Jesus Christ.
yeah. And yeah, and then Arthur's just like, nah, I'm pretty sure he's just some guy from this other army, and put him in chains. It's
Yeah,
completely different.
he's one of Henry's
These
men.
movies do not give a fuck. These movies don't care all about continuity.
Yeah.
He
Um.
completely retconned it.
Yeah. This movie also, I just realized, importantly, it introduces the name Deadites to the demons.
That's true. They don't
M-
say it up until this point.
Misput on the franchise. They're Deadites. Um. Yeah. So this
Yeah,
opening.
I think that's part of what makes it so. That's part of like the scary part of these things is like in Evil Dead 2, one of the characters' mother. I know this happens in Rise too, which I haven't seen, but his mother becomes like a bloated corpse, like just mocking her, and like she can transform back into like what her mother looked like before, and like sing songs to her. Like
Mhm.
I think to me that's the biggest horror part is like they take the bodies of your loved ones and they like keep them around,
Yeah.
and like even if they don't uh like the whole thing with Ash's girlfriend dancing around at the beginning of Evil Dead 2, her corpse doing her little dance.
Yeah. It's like
I think that's like one of the strongest points for these being horror movies.
yeah, some of those parts where it's like yeah, like you said, getting to having to watch your loved ones like bodies
Yeah.
be used like puppets for these unnatural forces
Yep.
for
None of
sure.
that's in this movie though.
No. This movie is concerned. This movie is more concerned with the Three Stooges,
This
like
movie's not a horror movie.
the Deadites with the Three
Yes.
Stooges. So like
Looney Tunes.
yeah, so like Ash gets thrown into like a pit to fight a Deadite. He gives him one liners. He's like, "You got two things,
Yep.
Jack and shit." And Jack just left town. Like he's like,
This was when I knew that I like this. I like when he's like, I don't fucking know this guy. Man, I've never met this guy before in my life. Fucking, who is it? I've never seen this guy before. Like he kind of talks just like a normal kind of dumb guy.
yeah, like he's not trying to like
Oh,
be like,
man, 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 man.
oh hear ye, people of ancient. He's like, no, what the fuck, man?
Back in shit and just left town. Like he talks like some like weird old timey like 30s movie guy sometimes.
Yeah,
He's just like a dork. I love
I
it.
li- I like when his love interest in this movie. I forget her name, but like her because she's like, I believe in you, the warrior from the future, and like she's like speaking to him as like, dost thou be the one to just to kill the Deadites and liberate the kingdom? And he's like, honey, I don't know, I don't know, she.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Give me some shit. Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah,
Literally, just
all these lines. This is my boomstick. The hill of the king, baby.
just
Fucking.
all Duke Nukem.
I live again. All these lines are in Blood and Duke Nuke. All these 3D Realms games from the '90s. That's how I heard all these lines to begin with. And watching this movie, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's what. Okay,
That's where they all
literally
come
all
from.
these lines are from movies. Okay,
Yeah.
there's no
It's like,
no writing for these games.
yeah. Ash fights a Deadite in a little in the fucking and what's it called, the Rancor pit from in Jabba's palace. Like he fights
Yep.
he fights a Deadite. He escapes. Oh yeah, there's an
I
epic shot. The wizard throws him his chainsaw arm, and Ash like jumps up and it like perfectly locks in two.
There's
What?
yeah. Yeah, it like thumps onto his stump with like a really funny noise,
Yeah, like and it
and
immediately.
everyone like cheers. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's pretty incredible. He cuts the shit out of this Deadite. And when
I
he
did.
tries, what's up?
No, I really like the shot before where they just like throw some random guy down there, and
Yeah,
then just this huge geyser of shoots stuff out of it.
yeah, just like a giant fucking display of blood. Um, Yeah, I like the amount of throughout all these movies. Like in Evil Dead 2, there's the scene where like he's shooting at his hand through the wall, and the wall starts bleeding a little bit, and then the wall just fucking shoots a giant fucking
Yeah.
geyser of blood. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just you're just dealing with pure gross evil.
yeah. Constantly. Sam Raimi is really good with like the comedic elements of like in reality, if that happens, it'd be terrifying. But like in visual practice,
Yeah,
it's really funny. Um,
the absurdity is part of what's so scary about it.
yeah. But yeah, so basically, after Ash is like brought in by the people, they like help him make a quote unquote like a knight glove hand that I guess works like a robot hand, and he crushes like an old timey
Yeah,
mug with
it's
it.
a robot hand, or
Yep.
it
Uh,
even makes robot noises like little whirs and clicks and stuff.
yeah, no, like it's all because all made of like he makes like ancient gears or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
I I do really like that like they try to kill him by throwing him in this pit and then he comes out alive and he's just like he's got like his shotgun. He's like, "All right, I'm done fucking with you guys. Fuck all you guys. I
I
can
am the
kill
king
all of you
now,
with this,
me.
this shotgun." Yeah, yeah, it's the this is my boomstick speech. Like I am in charge.
Yeah,
Like you I think these are my primitives. He
big
just posts. It's great.
big time Captain. He's like, I am the captain now. Like I'm in charge.
Yeah, he's being like fed like grapes,
Yeah,
and King Arthur just has to like sit there.
yeah. And his whole shtick basically
It's
is that
great.
he wants to go back to his home time. So he's like, you go get the Necronomicon, and there's a passage in there that can send you and all this shite back to the future type deal. You've got to get back to the
Yep,
past, Samurai Ash.
exactly.
Yo, can Samurai Jack fight some Deadites? Can we get
That'd be
more?
sick,
Can we get more? There's no way that if his sword
dude.
that sword can definitely kill some.
Ash and Samurai Jack fighting side by side
It would work.
in that cabin would fucking rip. Yeah, I
It
would.
would
I would be all over that.
it would work hardcore. Samurai Jack was
They
awesome.
their cat they would have great chemistry.
Samurai Jack has some great horror potential. Like as far as like there are some like pretty key
It
horror
does.
and horror-esque episodes that like really rip in that show.
Yeah, it's built for it. It's
Yeah.
because you can go anywhere in that universe and it works. It's fucking great.
Yeah. It's like the Joseph, I want to tell you about have I shown you or told you the song Maggot Brain?
I don't think so.
It's a song by Funkadelic guitarist Eddie Hazel. So the song is pretty much just like a simple chord progression played over, and it's a 15-minute long guitar solo over this really simple chord
Mm,
progression. And the thing about this song, Mega Brain,
nice.
it's a really easy song to just like do your own thing with, to just like freestyle, like
Yeah.
because like it's in like it's in the key, it's in a really common key, a really easy key for guitar. The chords are really simple, like it, and but everything sounds good in within the template of this song. That's what I'm saying is
Sick.
like Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack is the maggot
Yeah.
brain
Everything works. Yep.
of the fictional universes. Like you can just like
You can
whatever.
just slot it into anything.
Yeah. Like Predator easy. Predator will be there next Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. You can put him in any franchise and it works.
Yeah, and he will do fine. Um, but what's it called? So yeah, so Ash he wants to go back to the future. That he has to go get the Necronomicon. He has to enters a haunted forest. An unseen force pushes Ash into a windmill, and then he crashes. So because every movie has a mirror gag, there's nothing to Evil Dead 1, 2. Like in the first
Yep.
movie, it's the hand through the water, which I guess is like kind of clever for the budget.
Hmm.
I
Which
do
is
love the
sick.
reversal of evil Ash
Yeah.
grabbing him through the fucking window.
Yeah, that's a surprise too. It really works.
Yeah, it's a nice little jump scare. Do we seem fine? Um, Yeah, good shit. So he enters the forest, smashes the mirror, and then within the mirror, and this is I remember on this rewatch, I was really like, wow, what the, I don't know where this is going. I don't know how I feel about this. There's like fucking, I guess like a dozen or so, like little ashes, and they start fucking
Yeah, that's my least favorite. That's my least favorite part of the movie. I think that's one that it jumps the shark just for that scene. I think
the goofiness is too high for that part.
yeah, it becomes just it. Yeah, it becomes like what am I even like? This is so far from anything. Eerie. It's like I like Looney Tunes as much as anybody else, but
But it
I
was
don't
just
know.
going
The
too
stuff that I
far.
like in this movie is not that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what's it called?
That's what
Uh,
I'm saying. Like it feels, especially by the end of the movie, this movie feels like a kids movie for adults. Like it's got the same exact tone as like and like emotional depth. It's movie, but it just happens to be rated on.
yeah. No, that makes sense. I was just gonna say, so like, after the scene with like the little Ash clones, which I think the effects in there are done pretty well. We Ash divides into a complete other full size evil clone with two hands, and it's evil Ash, and they have a little bit of a fucking back and like Three Stooges ass back and forth. Um, Oh yeah, and Ash is supposed to memorize this
Yeah.
like one passage to like send him back in time, but he fucked it up because he's an idiot.
This is the it's the phrase from the day the earth stood still.
Yeah,
It's Klaatu, whatever.
Klaatu
Which was
Barada
kind of
Nikto.
distracting. It's from another movie. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's funny because he's like really overly confident. He's like, I know, I'm gonna remember it. Just shut up, I'm gonna remember it. And then he gets there and he moves.
He's like, no, yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he should have written it down.
that's part of what makes it feel like a D&D story is just like sometimes the worst enemy that you can face is just you being fucking dumb.
100%. Yeah, I need to write like a Evil Dead themed D&D campaign. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, Deadites work for role
Pretty
play villains
100%.
because you get detailed stuff about that character. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot there that would work. Um, what's it called? Yeah, mumbles his way. His roots failed, and his body copy rises from the. Yeah, he
Hmm.
dismembers his body, but like his body rearranges itself as like with like other bodies and pieces of shit in this like graveyard. Um, and yep,
Yeah.
and as the evil Ash regenerates into like his fucked up zombie version, he also brings back all these dead people, soldiers into the
Yeah.
titular army of darkness. And it's pretty
Yeah, I
all
gotta
of
say,
the
Evil
skeletons look really
Ash
good.
post. Yeah, I love the skeletons. I gotta say, Evil Ash post Resurrection. Don't like that design at all.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
pretty weird
there's,
looking.
I think there's too much going on. Yeah,
Yeah, he looks like ground beef.
he does. He's got. There's this. His head's too big. He doesn't look anything like Ash anymore. And he's wearing this goofy skull helmet. Like I understand we've gone full like fantasy at this point, but
Hmm.
I think it's a goofy ass design.
Yeah, I'm showing the people at home. His like skull armor up top is a little bit like, yeah. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Um, but it's still. I feel
Also, the
like.
Necronomicon looks way less cool in this movie than it did in the last two.
What about it looks less cool?
It's a different design. And in the like the original Necronomicon looks like an actual like face that got turned into like the cover of a book.
Hmm.
Uh, and this one, it's so much more like flat and kind of stretched out. It looks a lot more like a sculpt.
Yeah, no, I get
I just
you.
like the design of the first two better.
Yeah, it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
My thought on like the second one looks great. The Necronomicon from the first one I'm recently rewatching. I'm like, that shit just looks like nasty paper. That just looks like
Yep.
gross paper that you like left out somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was kind of laughing at the beginning of this because like in the recap, it's like with uh it's flesh, it's bound in human flesh and written in blood, and I was like, but the paper's just like normal paper.
I'm pretty sure I bought this at Barnes and Noble the other day.
They just use paper for the paper. There's nothing special about the paper. We get like the Helm's
Yes,
Deep battle with skeletons.
Skeleton Helms Deep,
I love
and they're all playing. They're
Yeah,
playing music.
I like all the skeletons. They're all hilarious. They're playing the flute. They're playing drums on skulls. They're playing bagpipes with a beard. It's really funny. It's not scary at all.
No,
It's funny.
not spooky. Just like a goofy vibe. Just like really
Yeah,
really
real Halloween vibes here.
yeah. This one yeah is the best as far as like of these three, which one you throw on for like a Halloween party? I say when it comes to like a
Yeah.
passive, like people are hanging out. Like Evil
Yeah.
Dead 2 could be like, okay, we're gonna put on a movie for everybody. Army of Darkness is the movie that I think should be in the background. Like where like somebody can like to get stoned,
Yeah.
sit down and watch it while everybody else is like walking around doing stuff.
Yep. I agree. It's yeah, no, I like this last battle. There's a lot of good action, and honestly, like Ash
Yeah,
or his Bruce Campbell or his stunt double do a lot of like really good fights. I think this final battle is really it's like 20 minutes long. It's really satisfying. Um, I think it's a solid ending, and then like I really like the epilogue too. I think it's fun.
yeah, yes, yeah. The epilogue is really cute in the grocery store. The original ending, which is there's an alternative. Ash like goes to the future, and the world kind of looks like
Yeah.
it looks a little
Just
Doom
gotta get back to
Eternal.
the past.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
it looks a little like it's
that sounds
modern.
sick.
It's like modern but kind of futuristic world, but there's like demon shit everywhere, and also
That
Ash.
movie would have been way too fucking expensive to make a sequel to.
I'm sure they're not doing that. They're not doing Hellscape. And Ash also like
No.
has like a big hair and beard and shit, and he's like he screams like no, and that's how the movie originally ended. But they made this
In some
happy
other
ending.
world, it's a quadrilogy.
Why does he have like a giant side saddled rifle holster? Like why is it just like the
'Cause, I
whole?
don't know, because
Why is it just the whole length of his head of his leg?
the one on his back.
No, no, he doesn't sing on his
Oh
back.
yeah, I don't know, because it's cool. Yeah, he just picked it up from the sporting goods section. Uh, he goes backing up on that Deadite. Like so he gets to go back to his time, and he's back to working at the S Mart. And he kind of made a mistake coming back. I was watching with Avery, and she was like, "Why would you even go back?" And he's really like bored and miserable talking to Sam Raimi's brother.
Yeah.
That's smart about how he was almost king.
That's just it's all Ash is capable of. Like he's a fucking loser that just so happens to be really good at fighting demons.
Yeah, that's his one special talent. And then he gets to show everybody because for whatever reason, he's just always gonna his nights for the rest of his life.
Hmm. Yeah, no, just really fun ending, fun movie. I'm trying to think if there's what is Army of Darkness on. Something I was just say in all of Planet of the Apes. I feel like you could watch any one of these movies first. Like you can kind of it's like Planet of the Apes. So you can kind of hop on anywhere. I guess for a bit of a different reason than that. In that
Yeah,
like each one of these pieces really kind of like is its own vision, its own full execution. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. They're very independent of each other.
What's it called? But yeah, Army of Darkness, Sam Raimi. We've been talking about the Evil Dead trilogy here tonight. Kind of getting semi again. Like, we want to do a proper horror. We hadn't talked about like a proper horror in a while. We were on like a
Oh
kung fu
yeah,
kick. I mean, I'm always on my kung fu kicks. Um, but
I'm a big fan of these movies now. I think they're some of my favorites now.
hell yeah,
Evil Dead 1 and 2, I think I'm gonna go back to quite a bit.
hell yeah. Yeah, no, we will take a look at Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead Rise, probably closer to around Evil Dead Burn comes out. Evil Dead Burn comes out in June, so stay tuned for a future Midnight
Oh,
Movie
sweet.
Gang episode, Evil Dead Burn review.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. And what are Joseph? What are your props? Let's say one would be difficult. There isn't a whole lot in one, but like you can choose about
Yeah.
two to three props.
I'll take the car.
Oh, it's a good one.
I can
Very
take
good.
the car from one, which is technically the car from all three.
Hmm.
Uh, in two, I want the I'll swallow your soul uh demon
Just like it's
head.
like a big
That's what
rubber
I
head.
want. That is in two, right?
That one's in two. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And then in three, I want the evil ass that's like butting off of him, like the obviously fake torso and head when he's like
Yes.
running around in the woods.
Yes.
When it's splitting off of him, I'll take that and I'll put it on like a mannequin or something.
Excellent. Yeah. God, that's
How
making
about
it.
you?
It's making it difficult. Part of me wants to say the chainsaw, but it's like it is just kind of any other chainsaw. This one has
It's a chainsaw.
has an armhole in it.
It's got a.
Uh,
Yep. You can
yeah.
put. Well, the prop itself, you can like put your hand in, so you can look like you have a chainsaw hand.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the chainsaw would be up there for sure. I'm trying to think between all three of these. Maybe just Ash's evil hand, like similar in
Yeah,
similar respects
that's
to like
fun.
just like kept in a jar. Like, yep, don't want to let that hand out.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fucking bad stuff right there. Um, yeah, but yeah, Army of Darkness. Where is it able to be checked out, if any? Come on now. It's available for rent. I'd say definitely worth renting, especially for like we said, like a fun low horror movie party. Um,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
yeah, definitely check out all these movies. It's a great franchise. Check out the show. You've been listening to Midnight Movie Gang at midnightmoviegang.com. I'm looking at our damn website spelled wrong right there. Gonna fix that. Folks don't want to know. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a nice night. Bye bye.
Bye.
So, here we go. It was filled with childish frustrations and complexes. The police were searching for James Thomas, believed to